What up, people? This is your boy Myth from Daze Entertainment Basketball. Uncut, unfiltered um, story of Daze Entertainment Basketball, or Daze Streetball from back then. And I'll get into why Daze Entertainment Basketball came about out of Daze Streetball. But last I left you guys, I was just talking about how the crew started, the genesis of the whole thing, that brainchild of Snake, all the ideas behind Daze. And then I told you guys I'd talk about some of the events. I would say one of the key events was the John Klang Memorial Basketball game we held in Weston, Wisconsin. Weston's a very small town. It has about 330 people. The game drew over 1,000 people, standing room only. There's not a place to sit in the stands. People were standing. Our very first big event. And it was an eye-opener for us on a professional level to see how we're able to touch lives of many people. It was a very emotional game because of the significance behind the game. If you guys don't know what happened to John Klang, please Google the story. Very sad mishap. Still friends with his wife to this day. Excuse me. Sue, I hope you're doing good. Keep in contact. I'm always here for you. But the game was good. A lot of fun. Hollywood came out. J-Rock. My friend Allison. My boy Jonathan. We had a blast out there. Turned the city upside down for a day. The other big game was the 2007 Daze Underground Streetball All-Star game, which somebody tried to use Underground All-Stars, whatever, but that's a different story for a different time. But yeah, that game, there hasn't been many games like it. I mean, YPA had an All-Star game. This was pretty good. This wasn't an invite only. Everybody was welcome to come to this game. We had players from Missouri, California, Florida, New Mexico, New York, Canada. I probably said California. Here in Wisconsin, Michigan. The game was crazy. I mean, highlights galore. People hanging out that we've never met before. I mean, it was 3 days of just pure chaos. Very stressful, especially since, and like I said, a lot of this comes from my point of view. I set the game up, I got the venue, and then I also had to take care of picking up everybody from the airport, taking them to their hotels, or picking them from the bus stations and getting them to my house. And at one point I had like 9 people at my house sleeping, which my wife was not too happy with, and that never happened again. But yeah, highlights galore. Go watch Breaking the Mold, the Daze Streetball DVD. It has a lot of highlights on there. A lot of relationships were built through that. I had thought I had built a super team with some of the new recruits that we got from the game. People like Genius from Michigan, a dude named Julius, my boy Strictly Biz, who's always been 100% loyal to Daze. And then there's a dude named J-Flow, who later on through the story, I'll get into the story behind me and J-Flow. He's a Madison product. He also joined Daze. Then there's other stuff that went on, you know. We were trying to add members, and these guys from Missouri, who I'm still cool with, but they're trying to steal talent from, from the game that we're trying to have part of Daze, and it got a little ugly, because I thought it was kind of sneaky on their part, It was also sneaky that they drove home how many hours, just so they could drop all their footage from the game on the internet, which I thought was very low on their part. But can't control that, that's neither here nor there. But the Underground All-Star Streetball game was it in 2007. I haven't been able to reproduce it since then. The second one was pretty close, but the first one was just off the chain. And we did some other things in 2007, like I said, we had a game at East High School. We were doing more going to different schools, showing people what we can do for assemblies. we're doing radio interviews, we're getting featured in newspapers and stuff. So around that time was when Daze really started to pick up steam. Launched our website, DazeStreetBall.com, our YouTube page. So we're picking up steam. It was pretty fun. A lot of mistakes being made during that time. You learn from your mistakes because at that point in time, me, Snake, and Hollywood, we had never been business owners. So everything was trial and error. If something worked, we stayed with it. If it failed, then it failed. You know, we moved on. Obviously, you know, somewhere down the road, Daze ended up being 100% mine. That's a different story for a different time. But you know, during this time, also Kicks comes in the scene. You know, so then it ended up being, you know, myself, Snake, Hollywood, Kicks, Strictly Biz, Sandman from Germany, J-Flow, Genius, Julius. We had a dude named KCO somewhere down the road. So Daze was picking up steam, you know. But also during this time, we did a halftime show for the Wisconsin Badgers. Pretty big, you know. I want to say 7,000-8,000 people we performed in front of. Very, very, very big crowd. And months later, we did another halftime show, myself and Snake, with Flying 101, and that's how Kid Dynamite got down with us. That's our first time meeting him, and Mike Hatchman, Troy McCray. But yeah, you know, this is just some of the stuff that off the brain that I can remember about Daze. I think in the next installment, I will get a little bit deeper into some of the players, some of the egos, some of the bumps in the road with Daze, from the fallout between me and some of the guys from overseas, to Daze Germany, the Daze Germany team, which a lot of people don't know about. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying this stuff, hit the like button, subscribe, comment, have some fun with it. So until then, like I said, all the stuff is unedited, uncensored. So have some fun with it. Until then, I will talk to y'all later. Peace.